All right, good afternoon, folks. It is legs 3, because I think we've done a legs 1 and a legs 2 session. So this is the 3rd one. Actually, it's probably like the 5th one. I'm just putting numbers to it now. This session, all about the legs. So we're going to keep everything nice and strong all throughout the legs, keeping the core in and working on that low back as well. So all of that's part of the action there. We're going to start off in a somewhat unusual posture in frog pose. So if you're not already there, go ahead and come to all fours, a blanket for your knees if you need them, and slowly take the knees out. Trying to keep a 90-degree angle here with the legs. And you can come down to your forearms if you can come down to your forearms. Love having a body pillow. You can even use a bolster for your torso, something to rest your torso on if you're not all the way down yet. Now, if you keep working on this to work into the hips, to work easily into the hips, you'll get to the point where your pelvis is flat on the mat, stomach, chest, everything. Most of us, however, we have a little bit of the butt action sticking into the air, which it's just us being tight. You just have to keep working on this posture and we'll get there. All right, so while we're here, and we've got a little bit of breath here to work through. So in other words, time. I will tell you for our session, we've got, we're starting off in frog. Other than that, we're going to be doing pretty much everything else in standing postures, including an awesome balancing one with Udahita Padangusthasana. But don't worry, we have variations for that along with every other posture here. All right, we're hanging in here. Let's get the breath in check now. So it is our Ujjayi Pranayama breath. We're breathing in and out through the nose. I want you to bring in just a little more air as we expand the chest. And then as you exhale through the nose, use your diaphragm. Push it up into the upper portion of the cavity there to expel or exhale just a little more air than what you would normally do. Keep up that breath. In fact, you might even create a soft snoring sound as you inhale and exhale through the nose. That's perfectly natural, absolutely groovy. And keep it up. All right, we're almost there, folks, with frog pose. So if you can, the outer edges of, actually the inner portions of your feet are flat on the mat or on your floor. Maybe you can open up the knees a little wider, bring your pelvis down a little closer to the floor. And we're pretty much relaxing everything else about the torso. So if you're not on a comfortable body pillow, you can fold your arms or whatever you see fit here. Some people who lie flat manage to get their arms to the sides and they're just laying out relaxing. This may work for you. It doesn't really work for me because I still have a lot of tightness here in the hips, so I'm not all the way flat yet. Okay. All right, we're looking good. Let's give it 3 more breaths here. 3 more deep inhalations and exhales. 1 more breath in. And with your exhale, you can relax, maybe bring the arms back and push yourself up or forward to come out of the posture. We're going to meet in Tadasana. So we're going to give it a few breaths here as you get a little bit of circulation moving back into the legs. And we're going to make our way up to standing, and I'll meet you here in Tadasana. Being in frog pose for a couple of minutes or so, it's not a lively for the hips, for the pelvic core, but we'll work it. Okay, Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet together or slightly apart. If you want to work in your balance, the feet can be together. Legs are nice and firm. Go ahead and take a look at your toes. Lift all 10 toes. Try to spread the toes out. I mean, really work it. Spread the toes. Now take the toes out and down onto the mat. Your feet are firmly placed against your mat, against the earth. Core is in. Chest is soft. Shoulders, bring them up. Take them back. Drop them down. Fingers are energized towards the floor. Nice. All right, this is Tadasana, breath and movement. Let's inhale, bring the arms up. Breathe in deep. As you breathe, the arms are moving upwards. You're looking up. Exhale, arms come down. Push the air out through the nose the whole way. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Let's try forward fold now. Inhale, arms are up. Exhale, forward fold. Keep the knees soft as we swan dive down towards the mat, top of the feet or the shins, wherever you can reach. If you're having back issues today or any day, keep those knees soft. You can bend them a little bit. Come up halfway. We lengthen the legs, lengthen the torso. Inhale again. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, reverse your swan dive. Lift up, reach up, arms come overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Swan dive down again, folks. We got this. Halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Arms come up. Exhale your arms to the sides. Chair pose. Utkatasana. I'm going to take my feet apart just a little bit here, but no wider than the hips. This is our first chair pose. So let's have a nice sit down into our invisible chair. Hips are coming back. You can see, or you should be able to see your toes, some portion of your toes just beyond the knees. Now, if you're leaning forward and you can see your heels from this angle, then bring the torso up until you feel it in the low back. All right, feel free to engage your arms at this point. Arms are reaching up, or they're parallel, or heart center, or you're resting on the legs. That's fun. We'll take anything tonight here. All right, so let's sink down a little more. That's it. So the weight is in the heels. We're trying to lengthen the torso until you feel it in the low back. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen the legs, reaching. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reverse your swan dive. Lift up. Keep the arms up. And number 2 for chair pose. Sit down. Nice. All right. Weight goes into the heels. Don't scrunch the toes. Arms engaged or relaxed wherever you have your arms at, but we're working to the bigger muscles now, the legs. I know you feel it. Good. One more breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Reach into the mat. Halfway up with the breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Reverse your swan dive. Lift up or reach up. And exhale your arms to the sides. Nice. All right, so from the first third or near the top of your mat, we're going to step our right leg, right foot into warrior 1. So first, just to get the torso in the proper alignment. Chest and pelvis favor the front. Front leg, your left leg, we bend it a little bit here, going towards 90 degrees. Make sure we have the alignment here so the hips are facing forward. Good. Now get those arms up. Now think about the core. The stomach is coming in. And really the focus now is core on down. Your core is in, your back is supported. Left leg. The leg is bent, but you're pressing down with your toes into the mat. So more weight, more pressure in your front left toes than the left heel. So the leg is energized. The right leg. Everything's energized in that right leg as the right foot's pressing into the mat. That's it. That's where I want your focus. Give me 2 more breaths. One more breath in. On the exhale, release the arms and then step up. Ooh, nice. So a few more breaths in that posture, but we're keeping the legs engaged, keeping them tight. All right, let's do the other side. Left foot steps back to our warrior 1 posture. You may not step or have your feet as far apart as mine. Go where you're comfortable tonight, but make sure chest and pelvis favor the front. There's a slight bend or a deeper bend in that right leg now. And I'm putting a little more pressure into the toes as I press the toes into the mat So more pressure in the toes and in the right heel. Arms are up. My left hip, nice and tight, because that whole left leg now is energized and pressing into the back. Pressing into that foot. That's it. Once again, your core, think about the stomach. It's in. Your heart actually lifts a little bit towards the ceiling. And you feel the pressure here. You're pressing the feet into the mat. You're actively thinking about it and pressing in. Slightly more with the toes on the front foot. And you feel the whole of your back foot pressing into the mat. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath in. And on that exhale, release the arms and then step up. Ooh, shake it off a little bit here. Nice. Padangusthasana. So this is a deep forward fold, standing forward fold where we use our peace fingers to grab our toes, our big toes. If you cannot grab your big toes, grab ankles, shins, or clasp your hands behind your legs. All right, hands on hips initially. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, forward fold, and release your hands. Go for where you can grab. I'm taking my peace fingers onto the big toes here. All right, slight bend in the knees if you need to. Keep your head relaxed. I want you to inhale and look towards the top of the mat. Exhale and pull. Pull your torso into the legs. Use the biceps to pull the torso down. Trying to kiss your knees. Remember, you can keep a slight bend in the knees if you need to, but just pull. Hold in. Keep your head relaxed. Keep your eyes open. Your stomach is in. Your breath is a little restricted. Hang in there. Keep the tension. Hold the torso. Legs are tight. 3 more breaths. One more breath in. And with your exhale, release your grip. Ooh, loosen up just a bit. 1 more breath in. Exhale and inhale, roll up slowly. You can keep your knees bent and roll up nice and easy, 1 vertebra at a time. Once you make it up to standing, hands on hips, small back bend, pelvis forward, lift the heart, and bring it up to neutral. Oh, nice. That was Padangusthasana. All right, you can keep your feet at the same distance as they were before. As we get forward, ready for chair pose. Inhale, arms are up. And you can keep your arms up, hands about shoulders width apart, and sit down in chair pose. I know, we're doing it again, but your legs are energized now. Largest muscles of the body here are energized, they're working. And our torso is up a little more. You may feel a bit of a pinch in that low back. Not so much of a pinch, maybe a compression there. So I don't want you to take the torso forward if you can help it. Rather, you bring the torso up and take a slight bend out of the knees if necessary. Because with time, we'll get a little deeper into this. So far, so good. Give me 1 more breath in. With the exhale, forward fold, lengthening the legs. Nice. Come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Lift up, reach up, arms come overhead. Keep your arms there and sit down. Yep, chair pose number 4. All right, if your shoulders are really bugging you, feel free to go to a slightly different posture with your arms. But keep your legs, keep your core and everything else from the waist down where it's at. Matter of fact, come down a little deeper if you can. That's it. Make it strong. Strong class today with legs. 3 more breaths. We got this. Inhale, nice and deep. As you exhale, push out those toxins. Maybe sit a little deeper. 1 more breath in. With your exhale, lean forward, reach for the mat, lengthen the legs. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reverse your swan dive, lift up. Exhale your arms to the sides. Groovy. All right, once again, let's come up towards the top of the mat. And let's take the right leg and step it back to warrior one. Arms engaged. Good. From warrior one, let's open to warrior two. So we twist a little to the right. Our key pose here is triangle pose. So from warrior two, chest, pelvis favor the right side of the mat. You're looking over your left hand towards the front. Let's lengthen the front leg. So straighten it out. And we're going to do this one deliberately and slow. So lengthen the front leg. Put your right hand, right hip. Nice. Now lean forward. You're reaching. Yep, reaching for that last bit of babaka. Nice. And then take the left hand to the left leg. And I want you to roll the right shoulder back. We open up the chest. Now, as you open up, you should feel this tightening along the left leg, along the hamstring. Now, some of you are going to have your left fingertips on the mat. Maybe some are going to have it on a block, or some of you are just going to keep your hands on that left leg. That's fun. All right. If you don't have any issues in the right shoulder, bring the right arm up. Reach. You know, from one aspect, we're trying to align the arms. If you look at from the side view. But if you're having shoulder issues, like right shoulder issues, then just keep your hand on your hip. Roll the torso open. Hey, my focus here is that left leg. You should feel a little bit more tension on that left leg right now than the back. I want the leg extended and long. Not locked out, not go too far with it. So definitely do not lock out the left leg, but yeah, come close. All right, we're looking good. Feeling pretty strong here. Give you 2 more breaths right here. Last breath in. And with your exhale, look down, lift the torso, trying to maintain that nice, cool, groovy urge there. Hands to hips, and turn the left toes to face the right. All right, here it is, a wide leg forward fold. So the legs are nice and long, toes are coming in, heels are moving out. Inhale, lean back a little. Exhale, forward fold, and come down halfway. That's it, you're here. Now we have a bit of a flat back here. Hands are resting on our hips. And just think about that pelvis. You're lifting the tailbone up a little bit. Lift it up. Feel the lengthening along the legs. And now go ahead and continue. Release the hands to the mat. And for this one, not really interested in you bringing the crown of your head to the floor. You can, but I want you to feel and maintain the tension in the legs. Because that one brief stop we did coming down halfway is all it took for you to realize what's happening in the calves, the hamstrings. That's it. That's what we're gunning for. Feel free to feel those calves right now. They should be energized and nice and warm. All the hamstrings, even the glutes are engaged to a degree at this point. Nice work. All right, 2 more breaths here. 2 more. Last breath in. And with your exhale, walk your hands forward a little bit. Try to give me another flat back. Nice. All right, if you can, go ahead and take your hands back to the hips. Flat back. Bend the knees a little bit here and roll up. So the knees are bent slightly and halfway out. Go ahead and heel toe the feet in. Heel toe the feet together. Ooh. Step to the front of the mat. Shake it off. Shocking but true, we have the other side to do. That was awesome. From Tadasana, mountain pose. Take the left leg back to warrior number 1. Arms are up and reaching. So we've been here before, so we won't hesitate too long here. Go ahead and twist to the left into warrior number 2. Good. Chest and pelvis favor the left side of the mat. We're looking over the right hand. Let's do it. Triangle pose. Left hand, left hip. Lengthen the front leg. Make it long. Now lean forward. Reach, reach, and rotate. So bring the right hand to the right leg or to the mat. Roll the left shoulder back. Open up the chest to the left side. That's it. Extend the left arm if you're able to, but keep the right leg long. Keep it long, straight as possible here, but don't hyperflex this puppy. Lots of work happening in that right leg. The left leg, left foot, lots of balance here. You're using that as an anchor point. Most of us are anyway. Keep your head neutral. If it's too much to look up at the ceiling, you can always look down at the right foot. That's fine. Do keep your eyes open, however. Maintain your balance. I do not want anyone falling out in the rooms for this posture for closing your eyes. That's it. Everything's energized now. We're working it. Legs should feel pretty good. We've got 3 more breaths right here. 3 more. Don't forget about that left arm. If it's too much, left hand's on the left hip. I'm good with that. 1 more breath in. And with the exhale, look down at the right foot and lift the torso. Woo! Nice. Hands on hips. Right toes face the left. Our wide leg forward fold. Go ahead and pigeon toe the feet so the toes are coming in, heels are going out, legs are long. Inhale, lean back a little. Exhale, forward fold. And once again, come down just halfway. So the torso is elongated. We're lengthening the spinal column out to the side of the mat. Legs are long. You should feel it right now as the legs tighten up, maintaining your balance. All right, good. Inhale again. And on your exhale, come on down and release your hands anywhere you'd like to the mat. So before we went ahead and made sure that everything was in fact tight, abs, behind the knees there, hamstrings, glutes, you felt everything up. Go ahead and do it again if you'd like. That's fine. Keep the head relaxed. And of course, for those of you with the practice of taking the crown of the head all the way down, feel free to do it. No problem there. Just keep the breath, keep your sense of balance, so keep your eyes open, please. Keep the legs long and strong. If you feel your feet slipping, I want you to hug into the core. I know it's easier to say than do, I know, but we're trying to keep everything in so you do not slip. Work it to the best you can wherever you happen to be at right now. All right, we've got 2 more breaths here. 2 more. Last breath in. And with your exhale, look forward, walk your hands forward, give me another flat back. Nice. Okay, from that flat back, I'm going to take my hands to my hips. That's it. Lifting the heart just a little bit, legs are long. And now from here, bend the knees a little, bring the torso up, and heel toe the feet together. And generally bring it all together and shake it off. Today may be a icy hot Bengay type day for the legs. Nothing else, an ice hot bath should do the trick for you. Okay, balance, dancer's pose, dancer's pose. So we'll start balancing on the left leg. Feel free to use a chair or a wall or somebody you're practicing next to for balance. Other than that, hold the right palm up, take it to the side. Now pick up the right foot, right ankle, right shin, wherever you can grab. We're going to try to bring those knees together. We're going to start there. The left arm is up. We're trying to bring that left bicep near the left ear. All right, stand tall. We're right here, standing tall. Core is in, that left leg is nice and strong and firm. Now, you're more than welcome to stay right here. Keep working your balance. If you want to go to the full version of dancers, start with bringing the right leg back first, and then bringing the torso down. Don't come down all the way. Just come down where you can, and you have your balance. Try to keep that left arm high. Keep tension on the right leg. Woo, losing my balance. So if you lose your balance, bring your torso up. Try to recorrect and hang in there. Come down more if you like. 1 more breath. And recover. Nice. Oh, a little shaky there. We got this. If you fall out at any time, don't lose any sleep over it. Always happens. Other side, dancer's pose, Anadahasana. Left palm is up to the side. Pick up the left foot, ankle or shin. Start with the knees together, right arm is up. And of course, you can hang right here or go forward with this. Start by bringing the left leg back and then bring the torso down. And I'm feeling that left thigh really here. This is a bit of a thigh stretch anyway, grabbing that left foot. But you can have some fun with this. Go where you can. And one thing to note, if you're on a solid surface, it's sometimes easier to balance than if you're on like a cushioning mat or anything like that. So sometimes it's good to step off the mat. It's more of a challenge though, if you're on something cushioning. You're really gonna work the ankles and the muscles all around the foot. 2 more breaths. And recover. Wow. No rest for great looking legs. So let's keep going. Goddess pose. And we'll focus, of course, waist on down. So take the feet wider than the hips, slightly wider than the shoulders. Toes are coming out only a few degrees. The knees track with the feet. Keep the torso nice and tall. Hands on hips. And let's do a little plie action. So we come down and make adjustments here. The key though with Goddess, I want the torso tall. Don't lean forward with it. I'd rather you tall. So I'm working into that pelvic floor as well. So this is really helping with the pelvic floor. And along with the muscles that are already well worked during this session. Feel free to keep a hand on your core if you'd like. You can keep a hand on the chest too, making sure everything stays in and solid. One tall piece of your torso. Nice. Give me 2 more breaths. Last breath in. And with your exhale, lean forward into a forward fold. Lengthen the legs. Relax the head. And roll up. Breathe all the way up. Okay, great. Number 2, numero dos. Let's try this again. Bend the legs. And we're not coming down that far, but you really should feel it at this point. Making the adjustments to the angle of the feet and the knees here. Knees are coming out, not collapsing in. And now we're keeping the core in, because we need to support that lower back as well. Good. Nice and tall. All right. More you say? Okay. All right. We'll do it. Your left foot. Lift your left heel. That's it. Now lift the right heel off the mat. So we're on our toes. Those muscles that were not working before, the legs, they are now. Core is in. We're working on balance. Feeling pretty good. Take the left heel down. Take the right heel down. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Reach the hands to the mat. Lengthen the legs. And hey, why don't you heel toe the feet together and roll up slowly. Heel toe the feet together and roll up. Ooh, nice. And from the center of the mat, from Tadasana, inhale, arms come overhead, hands, shoulders width apart, chair pose. And number 6. We got this. You got this, no problem. This should be easy at this point. No problems here. Legs feel quite natural going into this posture. Core is in. We've got that support of the lower back. The weight is in the heels. You should feel that. Definitely. Quadriceps are engaged. 1 breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen the legs. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reverse your swan dive. Lift up, reach up. Exhale your arms to your sides, your hands to your hips, and sit down. Chair pose. Number 8, if you're keeping count. Actually, it's number 7. No, 2, 4. No, number 6. I think it's 6. Doesn't matter. We can do these all night. We got this. So if you feel as if your torso is coming down a bit much here, come on, work it out. Bring the torso up a little bit. Nice. All right, we got this. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, release your hands to the mat. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reverse your swan dive, lift up. Exhale, arms to the sides. Good. From the middle of your mat, or maybe slightly further back, we're in Tadasana. This is going to be our downward dog. And then we'll do a forward fold and walk into a downward dog. So inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Come up halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. And keep your feet there. And just walk your hands forward. But try to keep the feet flat on the mat as long as you can. If the heels start to come up, just walk your hands back a little bit. Okay, at this point, hang in here. This is a slightly different pose than you normally do for downward dog. But the feet are flat. And feel it. Achilles, calves. Everything's energized, mainly from the knees down. That's it. That's what we're looking for. So try to get any bends out of the knees if you can. Awesome. All right, from here, go into your usual downward dog. So I'm going to take the feet back a little bit here. Heels are still slightly off the mat, but we'll be okay. All right, let's do this. Left leg, lift. Don't bend it, just lift. Work that left glute. Lift. Heads relaxed. Hands, shoulders apart. Lift the left leg. That's it. 2 more breaths. Last breath in. Exhale, left leg down, left foot down. Child's pose. Knees come down. Feel free to fold your arms as you push your hips to the heels. And just let it go. With your exhales, try to sink a little deeper into the posture. Other than that, just let go of that last posture. Be happy that the legs have a chance to relax. One more breath in. And with your exhale, all fours and into downward facing dog. Underneath the toes, lift up, heels down. Okay, other side, let's do it. Lift the right leg up. Now, don't bend. Try not to bend the leg, just lift it up where you can, okay? That's all we're looking for here. That left foot, try to bring that left heel down. Hands are on the mat, they're supporting everybody else up here. Right leg lift, stack the hips if you like. Nice. We're here for 3 more breaths. You can do this. 2 more breaths. Last breath in. And with your exhale, bring the right foot down. And this time, walk your feet to your hands or walk your hands to your feet. And come up halfway. Wherever you're at, come up halfway. Give me a flat back. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, the top of the feet, and reverse your swan dive and lift up. Reach up, arms come overhead. Exhale your arms to the sides. Balance number 2, Uddiyana Hasta Padangusthasana. That's right. Fingers to toes, taking the legs out. We'll work this with variation. So let's start balancing on the right leg. Bring your left knee up. And you can hold on to that left knee with 1 or 2 hands. Or maybe 1 hand on the knee, 1 hand on the chair, wall, or your friend. Esposa, whatever you've got around you. Good. Now, if you want to go a little deeper with this one, peace fingers to your big toes. Stand nice and tall. And extend the left leg out in front. Now, if you're still holding onto your knee, feel free to take the knee and open it up to the side. So we're still working it. Pelvic girdle, right quads, balance, we got it all. Nice. 1 more breath and recover. Ooh. Great. Aren't you glad we only had 2 legs? Right. Round down to that left leg, bring the right knee up. Hands around that right knee, 1 or both hands You don't have to use any hands, really. I'm fine with that. I'll leave this up to you. And if you're hanging right here for this session, go ahead and bring the knee up a little higher. Squeeze the knee in, working the balance still. There's always something more we can do with you. Other than that, use fingers. And this is if you want to go a little deeper. And when you're ready, extend the right leg out. I know we normally come to the side, but we'll hold here for today. We're doing good. Keep working on balance and your breath. If you still have the knee bent, open it up to the side. Awesome. One more breath. And recover. Whew. Nice. Tadasana. Near the front edge of the mat, near the top. This is our leaning crescent pose. So from Tadasana, take your right foot and step it straight back, but you're going to be on your toes. So normally in Warrior One, the foot is flat. But for crescent or a lunge, you're on your toes. Chest and pelvis favor the front. And there's a slight bend in that left leg. Arms are up. All right, here we go. First things first, working your balance. And if your balance is off, you can heel toe that front foot to the left. Now, press your big toes of your left foot, your front foot, press them into the mat. Energize the whole of the left leg. Now, pull the core in and lean forward just a little. Yes, that's as far as we're going. We're leaning forward, but feel the pressure now you're putting into those front toes. Nice. Arms are up by the ears. One more breath in. With your exhale, bring it up. Ooh. One more breath in. Exhale, arms to the sides and step up. Shake it off. All right, let's do the other side. This is our leaning crescent pose. Take the left leg back, so you're on your left toes, and the left heel is up. Slight bend in the right leg, arms are up. All right, now press your toes, your big toes on the right foot. Press them into the mat. Don't lift up the right heel, but the right heel will be a little light. All right, good. From here, core is in, stomach is in, and lean forward a little here. We're not coming all the way down, but keep the fingers energized as you reach. That's it. This is the pose you were doing when you were reaching for your favorite music artist on stage. This is how the camera got you. So reach, core is in. You can feel as if you could launch off of that front foot. That's it. That's it. Looking good. Hold here. One more breath in. With your exhale, lift the torso. One more breath in. Exhale, arms down. Step up, shake it off. Wow. Nothing but legs. We got this. Tadasana, mountain pose. Parsvottanasana. So this one, it's our intensive Eastern stretch. That's right, we're working everything tonight. And we're working everything 3 times. Take the right leg back just a couple of feet. Not much here. And you can always adjust the back foot. As always, chest and pelvis favor the front. The left leg is nice and long, nice and strong. Hands on hips. Inhale, lean back a little. Exhale, forward fold, and release the hands to the mat. Now, if you can't reach the mat comfortably, you can always use blocks at this point. You know me, I love blocks. But the important part of this posture, left leg, front leg, long. Don't bend it. If you have to bend it because you're not comfortable, bring the torso up until you're able to lengthen the leg. And with time, you'll be able to come down again and keep that leg long. Hey, your stomach is in, head's relaxed. Try to kiss that left knee. Now, if you can easily kiss not just your knee, but your left shin, go ahead and take your head to the inside of the left leg. So your left ear is near your left leg. If you've got that flexibility, go for it. Yoga is yours. All right, 2 more breaths. Last breath in. Exhale and inhale, lift the torso. Trying to keep the feet where they're at, working on balance and step up. Whew. And the other side. So keeping the right foot grounded, step the left foot back a couple of feet. And while I didn't do it the last time, you can always take that back foot, scoot it up a little bit, or take it back a little bit once we come down. All right, hands on hips. Here's a variation for you. If you want, you can do this the Bikram way. Clasp your hands behind your back. As you inhale and lean back, and as you come forward, bring those arms up and overhead. Still working on your balance, still trying to kiss your front leg. If this is too much for you, hands are onto the mat or to blocks. And if you do not have blocks and you cannot reach the mat, those hands can always rest comfortably on that front leg. But try not to put too much pressure. Use your core. The core is your balancing part here, and to really keep you strong and work you down a little deeper with time. Hands relaxed. Front leg is straight. In this case, my right leg is nice and long. Couple of more breaths. Last breath in. All right, with your inhale, lift up, nice and tall. Ooh. Step up, shake it off. And I know my count is off, but I think we're at number 7 now. So inhale, bring the arms up, hands at shoulder width apart, and sit down into our last set of chair pose. That's it. See how easy this is now? You do a lot of them in one session, and suddenly we're rock stars or chair stars. Get it? Chair stars? Okay, fine. All right, we're seeing it back, weights in the heels. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reach up, arms come up. And let's sit down for our last chair pose. Maybe we're coming down a little deeper now, a little stronger. Torso still coming back a little bit more. And if you're unable to bring the torso up, lengthen the legs a little bit until you can. Nice. We got this, folks. You guys look great. Keep those arms strong wherever they're at. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reverse your format. Lift up, reach up, bring the arms all the way up. A small back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Swan dive down. Halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Arms come all the way up. Palms come together. Exhale the breath as the hands come down. Pass your third eye to your heart center. From here, disengage your Ujjayi Pranayama breath. Let's get 3 deep inhalations with 3 deep exhalations through the mouth. So inhale. 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 Nice. A quick scan of the body. Your head, shoulders, arms, hips, and of course the legs, from the hips all the way down to the big toes. A great session. On your continuing journey, remember always to remain kind, remain gentle, and always remember to stay fearless. Thank you, folks, for a great session today. Thank you, and namaste.